All right, this is for all three candidates. A lot of students complain that getting bills through Senate is a slow process. What do you plan to do to obtain maximum efficiency of passing bills through Senate?
Basically, yeah, maybe things are a little bit slow right now, but honestly, I guess that's something where I'd kind of maybe personally disagree. Being on the other end of it, in the experience part of it, I think we are doing a really, really good job. Ways and Means Committee has been extremely busy and extremely efficient with things. It gets moved on right along to Senate very efficiently. Senate's done a great job doing that. So honestly, I just uphold what's been done this year by our current president of legislation, and keep going on an uphill route. So yeah.
All right, now it's pretty clear that there's a discrepancy here between how the members of Senate see how things pass through Senate and how the student organizations and the students see it. And it's possible that they can both be right. And the problem isn't necessarily that things are really slow passing through Senate. It's that if you can't see what's happening behind the scenes, or even if you don't know what's happening in front of the scenes, you're not going to feel like it's going very quickly, okay? If you say you're clicking a link to a website and your computer brings up all these menu bars and they're filling up and you have all these progress bars, you feel like something's getting done. So you don't really care that much if it takes a minute for the website to come up. If it does nothing for a solid minute, you feel like your computer is slower than molasses, okay? So we need to make sure that student organizations see what happens to their bills as they go through Senate. We need to keep them connected every step of the way so that they know how quickly it's moving through, and so they have a better idea of the path.
Thank you. Next candidate, please.
To get student Senate bills through, we all have to understand that it's not a very easy process. Even when you mail off stuff, you have time that Purdue has to mail the checks in. So it's a time thing. Also understanding that Ways and Means Committee now is very efficient. They have got a lot of bills through. We didn't hit a record number of bills in the history of IPSGA that we have done. Two, students also have to remind that if you mess up on any part of the process, it actually slows down the process because it takes the time that we have to come back to the student, ask for information. So it's best interest of the students, not only for the senators to get to know the students that's getting the bills, but the people that's putting bills through to actually talk to senators and say, hey, can you read over this bill for me? That way it is no questions about going through the process, because if there's any where someone has to ask a question, we have to stop the process, wait a week to get the information back, and that's a week of holdup. So it's understanding that you should get to people, that way the bill can get through efficiently in a timely manner.
Thank you. Closing remarks from the panel, going from left to right again.
Basically, my name's Anthony Decker. Vote for me if you want to see things, keep improving and see some new changes. I think with me, experience really does matter. Two of us up here do have experience, and as you can see, the comments were a little bit different. His were awesome too, though, but if you want someone with experience, then I'm your man.
I like ice cream. I really do. It is fantastic. Rocky Road, chocolate chip, cookie dough. Love it all. I mean, I could get up here and be like, oh, I'm going to do this and this. Okay, you've heard me talk just now about that. You'll hear me talk more in the future. You can talk to me personally, but I'm not going to sum up in 1 minute everything that I'm going to do, everything that I care about. So I like ice cream.
I like to close by saying experience really does matter in student government. And the reason why experience matters is because understanding what the administration is doing now and where it's trying to be headed, you have to be here now, and it's better to understand where the administration is trying to go for you to be able to carry on the viewpoints and the goals and objectives that was set before you. So I believe that right now, currently, as being the chair of Legislative Affairs Committee and going through a great process of retransforming the student government with its constitution, I'm one of the best candidates qualified to understand what needs to be done, what needs to take place for next year, and all the goals and obstacles that's going to have to be met. And always remember, at your worst, we guarantee to put you first. DeAngelo LaVette for Student Body Vice President of Legislation.
We would like to thank each and every one of you for participating in our open forum. We would like to say thank you for each of you candidates. We do have one more profile or interview that we need to show before we are done. Please come tomorrow to our second open forum tomorrow at noon. It'll be downstairs at Wall Ballroom. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Shante Smith, and I'm a marketing major here at IPFW on campus. And I'm coming to you as a candidate for Vice President of Legislation. Now, I'm quite sure a lot of you want to know, how do you get involved on campus because you don't know what's going on? Well, that's why I'm running for VP of Legislation, is to let people know what we have to offer on campus. I'm a member of several organizations on campus. One, I'm a chair of Ways and Means for the Student Senate. I'm also part of the Campus Appeals Board, and also I am an orientation leader for SOAR, so I've seen many of you freshmen already. And also, you know, I just want to let you guys know what we have to offer on campus. We have paid for several students to embark upon trips overseas. We have 3 students who are going to India this summer, one that's going to Rome, Italy. We also help with organizations funding for events. So come on along so that you can know what's going on campus.